Okay. Let's see, I think we're going. So it's now live on YouTube. Should we do live on Facebook while we're, no, it's actually gonna only let me do one at a time. Okay. I know that this is kind of weird, but I'm going to actually try to show you guys how I compose. There are quite a few songs that should we do live on Facebook while we're, no, it's actually gonna only let me do one at a time. Okay. So I'm going to just go ahead and skip right to it. I'm showing you some of my, I guess, recent stuff. I'm going back through the Wayback Time Machine, digging up stuff that I came up with when way back in the day. And I'm actually going to show you how I dump these files and actually dump these files from this thing right here, which I played this in Logic Pro X. Played it all in Logic Pro X. And if I stop the share, I can actually share screen again and have it go to this one. When I'm doing when I'm transferring songs from, I guess what I would call it is the MIDI dump after, GarageBand or Logic churns out what it thinks I played, I usually go through and create another, let's see, another this one. It's not this one, but it's the one behind it. I usually create one like this that already has all the arcs or the lines in the right place and the brackets in the right place. That way I don't have to spend time. I think it's harder to spend time trying to format the actual score paper than it is actually just take what you've already notated down and fix the notation as you go. What I usually do is I do this. I go through and let's select, go to in Finale version 26. I'm going to select View, and I'm going to go Scroll View, and that's going to allow me to see, oops, all the measures. So I can, whoa. Wow, this roll thing seems to go on forever, but we'll try to find the stop point, which is 70 something. And that's actually easier than doing it via page view. You can scroll through one part, Command C for copy, or Control C on Windows. You could put that in there. And then you've got this. What other instruments do I have? You got to take stock of the instruments that you have. I have an acoustic guitar. I have vocals next. So I think I'm going to go Steel string acoustic. That's what I'm going to do. And whoa. The only thing with the scroll app is you got to be careful. You got to be careful how you scroll through. Otherwise, it's going to scroll way to the right, and you don't want to have that happen too much in scroll view. Let's have that be our acoustic guitar track. Copy and paste that in. What else we got? Okay, so we got some Liverpool bass in there. And whoa, see, that's the thing. The tracking speed on your trackpad, if it's too much, if it's too fast, it'll keep going. And this piano roll seems to go forever. I didn't actually have it do 500 measures worth of stuff. It just did that. So let's copy and paste this here under your electric bass. And then you've got violas, cellos, and double basses. I'm going to select all three of these. Oh, wait, make sure I have that. Yep, violin 1, 2, viola, cello, double bass right here. So what I'm going to do, take this one, the viola through bass, and go all the way to the end. Wherever the end is. There you go, 73. And let us go to violas. Put that on there. That's all on there now. And then it's going to be and of course there are other edits that I will make. It's not the only be all end all here. Because see all this? A lot of times I don't know why Logic does this. It's really weird. But it either it does this or the clefs are not set up the way they should be. Because this, I don't know how to, okay. So after this, I'm going to have to go here because there's another steel string acoustic over here. And is that all? Okay, so that's all. I'm going to take that. Let's go to, oops, utilities. Implode music. That means I'm going to add a new staff at the bottom of the score, and I'm going to put that here. So I could redo that whole track, that guitar track in there, and put it like this. Copy and paste that one into where's our acoustic guitar? There it is. Replace all those. And that should be good. You should be good to go there. So that's how I would start to populate all of those areas with stuff. So that's actually one song that I had. Let's see if we could play back. I don't know if it's going to play back the sound. Advanced. What if I did this? It just takes a while to load all the sounds. Whoa. Yeah. Sometimes that's one of the downsides, drawbacks, is you got to make sure you're not hitting any wrong notes. But if you wanted to, what I can do is I can go back and I could fix some of these. Let me make sure I have my spot. So right there, so I can go like this. This is speedy entry. And just keep that. So let's just play that back. So there you go. That's that one. And actually, I came up with this song in 2007, so that's why it's in the Finale Files 2007 folder. I originally came up with it in 2007 when I was only 18. That's why it's so repetitive. But that was sort of my, you know, where I was at as a composer at that time. So this one, we can kind of close out of that. I'm just going to dig through the folder. I did that one. I actually did a different version of that same one later this year. In the key of A. Let me make sure my sound is, yep. There we go. Like a river, won't you flow like a river through me? Okay. And then it goes on and on. So that was like, I guess you can call that sort of a remaster. I don't really agree with Finale's choice of pad on there. I'd have to change that. But yeah, that was the first, one of the first songs. It was one of the first songs that I did. Let's see if we can pick another one. Go through the file here and see. This is one of my favorite ones. Yeah, I'll play a snippet of this. So yeah, a lot of these I actually lost a lot of these scores from early on because when I had my first Windows machine, lo and behold, that was a virus magnet, and I unluckily got a virus on that machine, and my backup hard drive, which had all this stuff on it, got infected as well, and so I lost a bunch of stuff, and so I've been sort of recreating everything from memory that I thought I wrote and trying to put that on. Still working on that. But that's another one in the 2007 folder that I have. Do I have any other ones? I have some more in here, but they're not really done. 2008, let's see what I have. Do I have any ones that I want to play? Probably not. 2009 is when I really got going with this. And this is all stuff that I did while I was waiting to get into the composing side of things. I had to take 1 year of piano before I can go into the comp, which is standard for any music school. So that's what I did there. And a lot of this stuff, I would come up with it like on the breaks, in between, like especially the summer breaks in between my semesters, or quarters as they called it at Cal State. And it's like every year, every quarter was 2.5 months. So I would figure on trying to put, whatever compositional ideas I had, I would try and figure and make sure to actually come up with the ideas in spring or in summer, whenever we had a break. So that way, when I would come back to Cal State, I'd have, I'd not only be rested, but I'd also have the next set of ideas. So that's one. So that's one of the ones that I had. If you wonder why I'm doing this with my earbud, it keeps wanting to come out on my left side. I need the other tip because it's loosely going in my ear. Let's go to 2010. So let's pick one that I actually, this is one that I actually hope this is, no, this is not one of the ones I actually finished. It's one of the versions that I tried to do. I'm going to do a little cleaning house while I'm here because I've got a lot of stuff that I started to do and then didn't. don't know how much of this I've actually done. The oboe theme and variations. It's one of the, actually arranged it for both oboe and then solo clarinet. So this is what we're talking about here. That's the score. And then we've got, I'm going to have to switch the share to sharing the sound, so it may not let me do both. All right, so that was that one. And if we took a look at the score, you could see a lot of different things on this one. This is oboe theme and variations, but this version is arranged for clarinet. I don't know why I didn't give this one to a clarinetist back then, but it is doable for a clarinetist to do. One of the things that's would be really challenging in this piece is there's a lot of time signature changes, multimeter, mixed meter, going everywhere from 3/4 to 2/4 to 3/4, 2/4, back to 3/4. You've got some 5/8 in there. A lot of 16th note passages, so a lot of these would be like really kind of complicated runs for the clarinetist. So I may reissue this and put this out, because this is a good one for those who are clarinet players. And then you could see I do a lot of speeding up this right here, accelerando, meaning accelerate. So you're going to go staccato, but you're going to keep moving the tempo faster. Then you're going to slow down and do legato for these three measures. And then you're going to go back and start to accelerate again, rit again, whole bunch of technique things. The last variation, I think it's number 5. It's mostly triplets on the same, it's a variation in triplets on the same theme. Different key, but same thing. All right, so that is one that I liked. All right, and then I'm going to go to 2000. I may go to 2011. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I'm gonna open this one, a cartoon. That was, whoa, I don't know what that is. Let me close that, don't save that. Whoa, I don't know what happened to the title there. The font got changed. But this one was for the clarinet. It says untitled, but this was originally for clarinet, piano. I had a buddy play this one. It's pretty wild. They were trying to get me to play around with modes in this one, because when I first came up with this, it sounded very 18th century classical-ish, and they were like, "Oh, it's too vanilla." So the professors wanted me to spruce it up a bit. So I said, okay. And that's where it's like funny because I learned about modes with this composition before I actually learned about modes in theory. So it was kind of or before I really understood what they were. That was that one. So yeah, that was 2010, 2011. So that was a cartoon for clarinet and solo piano. So that was the first really big piece that I did for, well, not really big. The first solo with piano backing that I did. And I did plan to do more, but we didn't really get to them. So this is just sort of an informal get together, an informal live stream. I'd love to get together with you guys more and discuss more music and get more music done with you. And hopefully we can put this as a regular feature on the Cody Wyman Composer channel. I have a lot more music to compose and to show you all, and hopefully I can do just that on the Compose With Me walkthroughs. It's going to be a new playlist on this channel. All right, so I will see you next time. I'm going to try to do this, at least once a week, maybe twice, and we'll see how it goes. So thank you guys. Please remember to comment if you'd like. I will put my links to everything in the description box, including if you want composition lessons with CompositionOnline. I'm working with a CompositionOnline company right now for monthly group and bi-monthly group composition classes where we're doing like 4 or 5 students in a class in a group. And what I'm supposed to do is supposed to go over your compositions and help you make them better. So if you want to do that, the cost is $50 for that. The bi-monthly is $90. So, but the monthly is $50. So that's for CompositionOnline. Or if you're a piano student and you need any sort of lessons that way, classical and jazz, rock, those are my kind of choices to teach. If any of those interest you, there's going to be a separate Google form for you to fill out a lessons request, and that will get to my email, and you can actually set up some paid lessons with me on that. Otherwise, take a look at my music below at Sheet Music Plus and also on musicandao.com, and check out my tutorials channel, CJW Music Tutorials, on YouTube, and also check out Udemy. I have 3, soon going to be 4 courses on Udemy, and I'd love to see you in the courses. All right. So that's it for this video, this live stream, and I'll see you in the next one.